have one more very, very funny comic for you tonight. Please, please welcome Zach Minuk.
Thank you very much, Doug. Isn't Doug doing a great job tonight here hosting the show for him? Let's give him one more round of applause. Little Dougie MacArthur. How many people here had a nickname when they were growing up? Growing up, I went to an all-boy Catholic school. I had a nickname. Jude. In grade 6, I had a growth spurt. The kids started calling me Big Jude. Sure, I know what you're all thinking right now. When the hell did they start letting Jews into the King Center? This is going downhill. Don't worry, they got me doing dishes afterwards, so it'll be okay. No, but growing up, being the only Jew in school was pretty tough on me, especially around the holidays. Around Christmas time. I was the only kid in my school who didn't get to celebrate Christmas. And I had no idea why. I mean, I was young. I wanted to know, why the hell couldn't I celebrate Christmas? And I would ask my mom this question every year. And every year she would give me the same response. Because, Zach, our people killed Jesus. Now be a good boy and spin your Grado and have a lap cut. So let me get this straight. As all my Gentile friends get to play with their Christmas toys and eat their sweet candy canes, I'm stuck spinning blocks of wood and eating flattened potatoes. And you wonder why Jews feel so oppressed. So I bugged my mother again and again, why the hell can't I celebrate Christmas? Until finally she let me in on the secret behind Santa Claus. And after that, I didn't want to celebrate Christmas anymore. I had no idea Santa Claus was a raging anti-Semite. News to me. Now, speaking of anti-Semitism, class picture day was always the worst day for me. By about grade 5, I was the only kid in my class with a thicker mustache than my teacher already. I mean, I always did feel bad for Miss Goldberg, though she did have a condition that wasn't her fault. At least that's what they told us. So every year, we'd get together to have our class pictures taken, and they'd always put me, for some reason, at the very end of the picture. And I always wondered why. And one year I asked, why do you always put me at the end of the picture? Why don't, for once, put me in the center of the picture? And they told me, it's because you're a very big kid, and it just works out better that way. So I thought, okay, whatever, understandable. Although I learned the truth about why they did this one day when I went over to one of my friend's house after school. And I saw our class picture on their mantelpiece. It turns out they put me on the end so all of my friends' parents could fold the Jewish kid out. So because I did go to an all-boy Catholic school and I was Jewish, my parents made me take Hebrew classes twice a week for the first 5 years of school. And what a treat this was, let me tell you. So while all of my Gentile friends were off, playing with your Jesus dolls or singing in the choirs, whatever you guys do, I was stuck having to learn this crazy language that to this day, I still don't understand. The only thing I know is this, and I take this is very important. The Hebrew language was invented by two guys, one of them who choked on a pretzel and didn't have a glass of water. So Shlomo, we pretty much have this whole language figured out. We just need to find out what this last letter sounds like. Well, Mordecai, how about... I like that, Shlomo. Even today when I go to my Hanukkah dinners at my grandparents' place, I don't know whether or not my grandfather's saying the blessing or just clearing his throat. I have no idea. So as Pam said earlier, I did have a bar mitzvah when I did turn 13. And when a kid has a bar mitzvah, he becomes a man in God's eyes. A man in God's eyes. This couldn't be further from the truth. I'm 13 years old, I'm full of raging hormones, definitely didn't feel like a man. So there I am, up on a stage, much like I am here tonight, in front of 200 people, half of them I had no idea who the hell they were. And I start to get a little bit excited, a little bit too excited if you guys know what I mean. I mean, I was 13 years old, what do you expect, right? And I can still remember hearing my grandmother say, "Look at how how excited Zach is to be in the presence of God. Yeah, Grandma, that's it, the presence of God. I'll tell you what, figure out a way for me to get laid, and then I'll know I'm in the presence of God, alright? Okay. So right around the same time, I started going through puberty, and we all know how much fun puberty is. I began to notice hair growing all over my body. My chest, on my legs, the inside of my elbows, and the back of my knees. Seriously, I wake up every morning and I go to the mirror and I see where the next big outbreak is. It's like a game for me. Really? Right here? Around the same time, too, I started developing what I like to call my Jufro. And what a Jufro is by the time a kid hits puberty, his soft, flowing, straight hair turns into this thick, curly, greasy mess. I keep my hair cut real short because I don't want my Jufro coming out at all. So, this is how you tell how old any Jew is. You look at you measure the density of his hair. The older you are, the thicker the hair is. My Jufro, it acts like a human barometer. If it starts puffing up, I'm running for cover because I know rain is coming. Seriously, my friends love golfing with me. I'm way more accurate than Sylvia Kuzak over on Channel 5. It's great. It really is. I got one more. Sit down, Hitler. Jews are known as the chosen ones. I'm sure you guys have all heard that. He's a Jew. He's a chosen one. Chosen for what? My entire life, I've never been picked first for anything. In phys ed class, I was always picked last. So, Mike, we're down to 2 people. Zach and Jimmy, who do you want? I'm going to have to go with Jimmy. You heard him, Jimmy. Get over there. Granted, us Jews aren't known for our athletic abilities. I mean, we're the sports agents, not the sports stars. We don't make the money, we handle the money. I gotta say though, it's the track and field that year, I did kick Mike's ass, especially at the hurdles. Go. The chosen ones, give me a break. Even tonight, I'm the last one to go up on stage here. What's up with that? You think that's a coincidence? Kenton, you didn't get my memo I sent you last week? Thanks a lot, guys. This was fun.
It was definitely worth